Hi, my name is K.Hill with Loccessories.com, and today I'm going to show you pretty much the easiest way to maintain your locks, to tighten and refresh your locks. So here we go. Um, First of all, I'm using a tool called the Interlock, and right there you can see me using it to tighten the locks at the root. This is going to show you pretty quickly. I'm going to go through it again later, so don't worry, I'll explain everything. But there you can see me using the tool to tighten the lock at the root. The benefit of this is that you no longer have to wait for your locks to actually lock. Normally with traditional palm rolling, you have to roll the locks over and over and over again, and some people recommend that you not wash your hair in order to give it time to lock. I personally don't prefer that method. I use the crochet method, which is what you see, and I use the Interlock tool to speed up that process without using an actual metal latch hook, which can snag and tear your hair. Right here, actually, you see me when someone has hair that has escaped the lock, is not actually in the lock. I use this technique to get the hair back into the lock, and also another way to refresh the lock. And basically what I'm doing is I'm wrapping the loose hair around the base of the lock at the root, and then I use a needle and thread to take the end of that loose hair and thread it back into the lock. So that's what you see me doing right there. And then shortly we'll get back to using the Interlock to tighten, tighten and refresh the locks at the root. So hang on just a second and we'll get right back into it. But this is a quick tip as well, that you can use if you have loose strands of hair that have escaped and you want to get them back in there to make it all nice and neat. And you just keep taking the lock, however much loose hair is hanging out. You just use the needle and thread to add it back into the lock. And so now you'll see me twisting. I'm coiling, forming that coil at the base of her hair, the customer's hair. And then I use the Interlock. I thread it through the eye of that big plastic needle, and I thread it through one way, and you pull the lock through. And then what's important here to note is that once you go through the lock one way, you're going to come back and do it again in the opposite direction. So you always want to thread in a crisscross pattern. So if I go horizontally one way, I'm going to come back vertically the other way. You never want to just go one direction, otherwise you'll create a split in your lock. So make sure that you do that as well. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comment section below. I hope that's been helpful, and thanks for watching.